So it is currently the month of June. At the moment of me recording this, we are now 7 days into the month of June. And during the month of June, it is a time to not necessarily celebrate, because you know how we always have these months a lot of the times where it's like, this celebrates this, this month is to celebrate this month is to celebrate this. And even though that this month itself is a very important month, I still feel as though, having a whole month to like one thing is kind of a bit ridiculous, because then they start to overlap, which June actually does. But it is a time to acknowledge Men's Mental Health Month. As much as I feel like a day or a week would still be good to acknowledge it, it is still a massive issue going into the world. Like, men's mental health is a huge problem in the year of 2025. Still to this very day, so many men out there deal with mental issues on a daily basis, alone, by themselves, and so many men as well commit unaliveness. I don't think I can say the S word this close into the start of the video without it getting demonetized, right? But obviously it's a big issue, no matter what. Even though that I think that having a whole month to something is still a bit, ridiculous. Men's mental health is obviously a massive issue, and it should never be made fun of. Like, it shouldn't. And even if you're one of these, like, women who hate on men so much, I think that even then, you should still take a step back and go, you know what? Even though I dislike men, there are still a lot of men out there that are good, that are fine. They probably have fathers or brothers or whatever it may be, that they wouldn't, want them to, do some harmful acts to themselves. But obviously some women don't think like this, and they just go straight up into the full on at hating men, and they just like put their foot to the throttle, and they just keep on going and don't think about it whatsoever. And that was this one girl on TikTok where she made this video. Now I can't play the sound of it because I'm pretty sure that the sound is copyrighted, right? But the caption says, "Me when it's time to take a moment of silence for men's mental health." And it's obviously in the audio, it's just like, going, it's her basically not being silent. It's her like screaming out. It's some audio of someone going, woo, woo. That's basically what it is, right? And you see this at first and you're like, this girl is an absolute joke. Like, who the hell would go ahead and do something like this? Like, it's not even funny. Like, oh, when it's time to stay silent for men's mental health, and I'm going to, make a whole load of noise about it because I don't give a shit whatsoever. But you can't even take a moment of silence for all the men who have unalived themselves. Like, you can't even just, like, even if you don't like men and you don't want to acknowledge Men's Mental Health Month, then just don't say anything. Then just keep quiet about it all. Keep your opinions to themselves. The entire internet doesn't need to hear about you not caring about Men's Mental Health Month. And obviously because of this video itself, it blew up, and a lot of people were starting to give backlash to this girl. And you know what? Rightfully so. I definitely think that some of it might have gone too far, because supposedly she started to get a lot of death threats. And you know what? I still think that even though her making fun of men's mental health, giving out death threats to someone is still like, it does go a little bit too far. But at the same time, it's just like, what do you expect? You go ahead and you make fun of men's mental health on the internet. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think that you're just going to get a whole load of girls in the comments going, yes, girly, oh my God, yes, scream it louder, oh my, and you obviously did get a few of those, but even there's so many women that like saw this video and saw the like people replying to this video and were like, you are absolutely ridiculous. Like, why the hell are you going ahead and making something like this on the internet? And it got so bad that she has actually had to deactivate her account. She's deleted her TikTok and her Instagram altogether because apparently the backlash has gotten so bad. It even went as far as her family had gotten doxxed as well. Like, their accounts had gotten found by other people because they went onto her Instagram, found her sister, her mother, and her father as well. And people started sending them like harmful messages, which I think is even further. Like, geez, keep these people away from it. But the sister, she actually came out recently, I think it was yesterday, and put out a video of her talking about this entire situation.
But I had not seen this video. I wake up this morning at like 8 and I check my phone and there's a text from my sister saying, oh guys, like to my family group chat, like just so you know, I made a TikTok. People are really mad about it and they found my Instagram and they found you guys. So you're going to be getting a lot of messages. And I wake up to literally like 100 people trying to message me on Instagram, and I opened them all, and they're all like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you. Like, I hate you." Like, they were calling me like horrible things and whatever. And I didn't know what my sister had posted. Like, I literally DM'd one of the people, and I was like, "What did she post? Like, I just want to know." And they sent me the TikTok, and I obviously don't agree with what she said, okay? Like, I don't even know if I need to cover off on that because I so fucking obviously don't agree with what the video's saying. I actually don't even know why she posted that. And I put that on everything. Like, we weren't, like, raised in this, like, man-hater, like, horrible family. Like, everyone's saying, like, oh, this is, like, a reflection of who raised her. Like, it's not. I'm not gonna come on here and say, like, oh, I, like, hate my sister and, like, all this shit because, like, she's my sister, but I obviously don't agree with what she's fucking saying, and it's obviously horrible. So that's, like, not what the video's about. Like, it's horrible. Like, she shouldn't have said that, okay? It's awful, okay? Like, but everyone in the comments, I'm, like, shaking right now because it's low-key, like, really affecting me. But everyone in the comments is like, oh, by the way, this is her mom's Instagram, this is her dad's Instagram, this is her sister's Instagram, right? So that's how everyone found us. But I just, like, don't understand, like, why it's, like, an us problem. Do you know what I mean? Like, what she did was fucked up. Like, and if you want to message her different things about it, I'm, like, that's not my place to, like, tell you to not do that. Like, obviously I love my sister and don't want her to get cyberbullied, but, like, she posted the thing, not me. I blocked that account on TikTok.
And that itself, it goes on for like 10 minutes, right? But I'm not going to show the whole entire video of that. But it's good to see the fact that she doesn't even, like, agree with what her sister said. And I really find it eye-opening, the fact that, she says, she's like, we weren't brought up around this man-hating mentality that her sister's trying to show up onto this TikTok, which just kind of makes me wonder, like, you had a dad. He obviously, like, considering that you weren't brought up around this man-hating environment, where did you get this mentality from? Either she got it from some boyfriend, like she probably had some partner in the past who, fucked her over, and now she hates every single man because this one dude fucked her over in a relationship, or she just, I don't know, maybe she's lesbian and she doesn't like men whatsoever. Who fucking knows? But it's just still stupid, the fact that she would go ahead and post something like this. And then her sister also posted like a photo update on her TikTok as well, where it talks about how, like, her sister is considering, and, like, she's talking to her mum about it, saying that her sister might come back in a few days to explain and apologize for it. And you know what? There is no explanation needed. Okay, like, even if you came on to the internet and were like, oh, let me explain myself, right? The reasons I did it is for this and this, I just did it because I thought it was a joke and because I thought it was fun. It's not funny. And you want to know why? Is that, like, you deserve these kind of backlash? Is because imagine that someone had to come on the internet during, like, women's mental health, whenever there was a time to acknowledge women's mental health, and there was men that were making videos saying me when it's time to take a moment of silence for women's mental health, and it was just videos of them just yelling and screaming and saying, no, we're not going to take silence for that. I would be mad at those dudes as well. I'd be like, are you fucking serious, man? Like, you're not going to take a moment of silence, or you're just going to, be a complete dick about all the women that are struggling with mental health? It goes fucking both ways. And you can guarantee that if dudes had to do that, the uproar would be even worse. Like, it would be terrible. There would be, like, it would be on the fucking daily news. And just to put it into perspective of how serious men's mental health is, this is a fact sheet that I found from here in Australia. So this is only statistics for here in Australia. So you can just imagine how bad it is, in the rest of the world. This is from the Suicide Prevention Australia. This is fact sheet male suicide prevention that was done back in 2021. Background and issues. It says male suicides make up 3/4 of all suicides. Ambulances respond to over 16,800 calls each year from males experiencing suicidal ideation, and a further 9,000 ambulances respond to a suicide attempt every single year. And then we also have some statistics here as well, where it says in 2019, and this has gone up every single year, this goes up as well. These statistics, they don't decrease over the years. No, they increase. In 2019, men accounted for 2 out of a total of 3,318 registered suicide deaths in Australia. That's 19.8 males per 100,000. And then we also have some more statistics in terms of suicide as well, saying that suicide amongst men has increased over the past decade from 17.5 in 2010 to 19.8 in 2019. So in 9 years, it increased by 2.3. And then we also have other statistics here of when it comes to male age groups, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders, and then as well in people who are involved in the LGBT community about their high risks in suicide. So obviously it is nothing to ever joke about, because if you have to think about it from your own perspective, you have a father. That girl who made fun of men's mental health has a father. Imagine your father took his own life. How would you then feel? And obviously they're going to go like, oh, but that's just that's one guy. I'm talking about the rest of the men. Well, how about that woman's father or that other girl, that guy? He is a father. He is a son. He is a brother. He is a father-in-law. He's like, you don't think about it in that perspective, that these aren't just men. These aren't just, oh, they're just men that commit crimes. No, they're men that are fathers, that are brothers, that are sons. These men mean something. Not every single man in this world is a horrible person. And you know what? For that chick who posted that initial video, it's good to see that you got bullied off the internet. All right. Usually, you know, a lot of the times I don't agree with people bullying them, and I definitely think that sometimes, you know, sending someone death threats is definitely a little bit too far. But you know what? You shouldn't be on the internet. For you to do something like that, say shit like that, you should not be on the internet whatsoever. And it's good to see the response that people are putting out against this video as well. But that's going to be it from me. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Peace out.